Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, last week, William Samoei Arap Ruto, the president of the Republic of Kenya, nominated 4 ODM members to serve in his cabinet. The move by the president is definitely going to shape the 2027 political equation. And so far, political realignments are already taking shape.
Sisi kama watu wa Mount Kenya ametuacha kwa mataa. Saa hii ile ministry, ile wizara mzuri kabisa sasa imechukuliwa na ODM. Wizara ile iko na nguvu sasa imechukuliwa na ODM. Sisi watu wa Mount Kenya ukiangalia ni ministry gani tumepewa, wewe utajiuliza na hiyo inafanyanga nini? Tumepata haujulikani. Hazina nguvu zile tumepewa. Kazi yetu ni kupewa kitabati, tuko na bendera lakini hakuna kitu. Ni moyo huo kaendelea nania.
And yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua had this to say about the move by the president. I don't want you to listen to what Rigathi Gachagua is saying. I want you to pay very close attention to what Rigathi Gachagua is not saying in his speech.
Hata hii maminister wameteuliwa, sisi hatuna shida, kwa sababu sisi katika eneo hili bado poteza chochote. Rebecca Miano amerudishiwa yake. Murang'a tumepata, Kirinyaga tumepata, Kiambu tumepata, Embu tumepata, Meru tumepata, Nakuru tumepata. Kuna shida. Wale Tharaka Nithi tumepata. Sasa hao wengine wakuja tufanye kazi. Kwa sababu mimi kama deputy president, kazi yangu ni kumsaidia rais na kuwa mwaminifu kwake na kumheshimu. Ili ameamua, mimi nafuata kwa sababu mimi ni msaidizi wake na siwezi bishana na yeye. Kwa hivyo yale yote amefanya, sisi tumekubali. Yangu nimetetea na imefanyika. Mimi nimesema niangaliliwe hii, imeangaliwa. Sisi tunaendelea. Kwa hivyo hakuna shida na sisi tunaendelea kuwa waangalifu.
But from those appointments by the president, one thing is very clear, that the mountain is not very happy by the move by the president. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto decided to bring on board Raila Odinga's allies to achieve these 4 objectives. Number 1, William Ruto wanted to deal with the Mount Kenya politics. As a matter of fact, Mount Kenya voted for William Ruto to almost the last man. As a matter of fact, 87% of the mountain voted for William Ruto, despite the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta was the president. William Ruto is well aware that there is no way the mountain will vote for him again. So to deal with the Mount Kenya, and especially the blackmail, he had to bring on board Raila Odinga. Number 2, he also wanted to tame the Gen Z protest. Gen Zs staged one of the best protests ever in the Republic of Kenya. And as a matter of fact, the Gen Zs placed some demands, and one of the demands was the dissolution of that cabinet. So William Ruto decided, why not take this opportunity to dissolve the cabinet so that I could also use it to remove those I don't want in my cabinet. The truth is, William Ruto really wanted to reshuffle his cabinet, but there was no way he would do it. I'm 100% sure that William Ruto was so happy when the Gen Zs demanded for the dissolution of the cabinet, because he wanted to send people like Moses Kuria out of his government. And of course, he also wanted the legitimacy. William Ruto has been suffering from the legitimacy questions. And when the Gen Zs protested, he was exposed, because most Kenyans believe that the Gen Zs formed the bulk of William Ruto's support base, especially in the last election. Now that they were rebelling, where do you think William Ruto was going to get the legitimacy? And of course, William Ruto is also scheming for 2027 politics. He wants to run again, and based on the ground, there was no way he was going to ignore the ODM factor and Raila Odinga. But the move is clearly going to lead to one thing: rebellion from the mountain against William Samoei Arap Ruto. So the mountain are definitely going to do either support Kalonzo Musyoka or Rigathi Gachagua. But I'm certain, based on what I've gathered, is that the mountain is definitely going to try and rally around the candidature of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So in this video, I want to reveal to you guys that terrifying plan to remove Ruto and back Kalonzo Musyoka. But before you do that, in case you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, allow me to dive in. And again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, William Ruto was in Mombasa and he explained why he invited Raila Odinga's allies to his cabinet. Listen in before we dive in.
Because of the challenges and the issues that came up in the last couple of weeks, going into 1 month, I committed to the country that I am going to form a broad-based government. And many people are asking me to explain, as on Saturday is saying, what is this broad-based government? It is broad-based government. That's what it is. It is what it is. Because, you know, because, you know, there has been this feeling that maybe this government is made of William Ruto's friends, right? And William Ruto's buddies. And I said, it is time. You know, I have friends. And I've seen many people ask me, okay, why did you, dismiss the whole cabinet? And then you hired some back. Let me answer it this way. It was necessary to have a fresh start. Because as I told the people of Kenya, we're going to have a broad-based government and we're going to have a fresh start. So that even those I have given another opportunity to serve in cabinet, they must now know that this is new. The terms are different.
And the question is, why do you think the mountain is keen on rallying around the candidature of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Why? For us to understand that, we need also to go back and understand why the mountain are so bitter about the move by Raila Odinga to join Kenya Kwanza government, despite the fact that majority of them did not vote for Raila Odinga in the last election. But let me explain to you guys why the mountain is actually keen on supporting Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Number one, if there's one thing the mountain are saying, is that they must remove William Ruto from office. They want to do that. And for them to remove William Ruto from office, they need the numbers. Do you know why William Ruto was mad that the Gen Z protests were actually hijacked? Why he was accusing Rigathi and Uhuru Kenyatta? It's because he understands that the mountain really want him out, like yesterday. So the Mount Kenya have sat down and they've figured out, we have the numbers. But in 2027, those numbers cannot add any value to me. They've sat down and figured out that, yes, we have the numbers. But those numbers cannot make anybody from the mountain the next president of the Republic of Kenya in 2027. So they were really interested in, again, having Raila Odinga on their side. But Raila Odinga is now keen on going to the AU. So how do they remove William Ruto from office when they can't themselves do it? It means they have to rally around a candidate. And that candidate is none other than Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That's why you are seeing Kalonzo Musyoka committing grave political mistakes every day. Like, for example, why is Kalonzo Musyoka fighting ODM? Why? No reason. He can't fight ODM before consolidating the support base of ODM party, because he needs that support base of ODM party. Yeah? But they believe, the mountain believes, that if they were to add their numbers to Kalonzo Musyoka, and the goodwill Kalonzo Musyoka still enjoys around or amongst Azimio supporters, including ODM party supporters, and those who are dissatisfied with Kenya Kwanza, then they'll be able to remove William Ruto from office. So that's number one. Number two is the fear of Raila Odinga, Railaphobia. You see, If Raila Odinga had not entered into a kind of arrangement with William Ruto, working arrangement with William Ruto, I doubt if the mountain would be bitter with him. So Raila Odinga has entered, has kicked them out. So that Railaphobia, Raila is now with Ruto, and because Raila is with Ruto, us, we can't stay. We are going to remove Ruto to teach him a political lesson. So for me, that's a strategy which is crooked and cannot work in the modern world. But there is that Railaphobia amongst them. Number 3, Mount Kenya is also laying the ground for 2032. They know that 2027 is a foregone case. Mount Kenya cannot win it. But for Mount Kenya to succeed in 2032, they must start preparing now. Similar to what Uhuru Kenyatta did. Uhuru Kenyatta contested in 2002, not to win. Yeah? So by 2007, Uhuru Kenyatta was now ready, and the mountain started preparing him post Kibaki. Because even by that time, very few people imagined that another Kikuyu was going to succeed Kibaki. But they had that plan because of their perceived numbers. So even right now, what they're saying is, let us start preparing for 2032, because 2027 is out of equation. But for 2032, for 2027, let us first of all deal with William Ruto. Remove Ruto, have Kalonzo as the president. And based on numbers, it will be easy to remove Kalonzo again. And lastly, Mount Kenya wants to own their own political party. Uhuru Kenyatta advised the mountain during the last election to join Jubilee, even if you are voting for Ruto, but ensure you vote for Jubilee candidates. He knew the reason for doing that. As we speak, Mount Kenya are in UDA party, but they don't have a say in that party. And because they've learned their lesson, they want to rally around Kalonzo, but not just support Kalonzo. They are going to rally around Kalonzo, but organize their own political party, which will engage with Kalonzo Musyoka, and that party will be used to campaign for other seats. And hopefully, after that, that party will be ready for 2037. I don't know, for 2032, sorry, for 2032. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.